YouTube? It's TheEricVolpe. It's time to dance in our Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. And as you can see, I am fighting a rain team. So let's see how TheEricVolpe is going to get out of this one. So he leads off with the obvious Politoed, and I'm like, dude, I'm leading. What you gonna do? And I show him what I'm gonna do. I fake out. So yeah, so I go for the standard fake out rocks. He goes for the Hydro. As much as I'd love to see him miss, doesn't really matter in the long run. Seeing that, you know, I have a Sash. He doesn't have priority on the Politoed, so it's like meh. So he goes for the Protect. And at this point, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to close combat anyways. I mean, what's the worst case scenario? So, his Gyarados comes in, he takes Stealth Rock's damage, and I still hit him with the close combat, and that's going to do some damage. I know that's not a lot, but that's resisted and intimidated. So yeah, now, knowing my Ape still has a Sash, and that could be useful, I do decide to switch out here. I do go into Latios, which is Kumatar. I love you, Kuma! Sorry. And he proceeds to Dragon Dance. So, yeah, I'm kind of in a position where I'm like, well, I'm quicker, ... Okay, this works nicely. Kumatar, Thunderbolt. Dagera. That's why you never try to set up too early. I mean, it's just not smart, especially this early game. So, now he comes back into Politoed, and I'm like, okay, so you're just letting your Politoed get fried and you can take it? Okay. And then he goes into Zapdos! And I'm like, oh, okay, Zapdos, alright, neutral hit. And then I see this! And I'm like, what the? The Eagle Dream World ability! It's not released yet. Seriously? That's just kind of annoying. So now I have to go and burn it just to fodder it out. Because this team really doesn't have a good electric resist. I've been really trying to deal with that. I mean, Zapdos can take a para, but, you know? So now I go into Tracheon, and I'm like, yeah, about that, buddy. And I go for the Stunge, and that's going to OHKO the Zapdos easy. You know, because Adamant Tracheon is a boss. So he goes in the Scissor, and I'm like, well, obvious Bullet Punch is obvious? Is it? And I just go on to Zap 2. Because he's going to Zap you, but he's also Zap you too, because Dose means 2. And he goes for the X Scissors. Then I'm like, what? Is the X Scissor? And I look at the damage, and I'm like, well, I thought I was bulky dose, but it turned out this is a special defensible dose, but still with a little bit of investments. So I just go for the discharge. He goes in the Chomp, it's not effective. And I'm like, okay. So I stay in, and I'm like, I can take an outrage, so I'll roost up. And he Earthquakes, and I'm like, really? Really? Wow. Over prediction much? And he goes to Bird again. I'm like, okay, sub. And it's like, you want to go for a third Earthquake while you're at it? Like, I don't mind, because now I'm just going to go for the Toxic. So yeah, he goes out on the Politoed. I believe so. He goes out on the Politoed on my Toxic. Yes, he does. And it hits easily, so that's a good thing. So, yeah. TheEricVolpe's doing pretty good for himself right now. And I go for the Discharge, but he protects. Which, to be honest, I could have roosted, but I'm like, in 2 turns I'll have full HP anyways. So it really wasn't worth it. So, now I go for Discharge, and Zapdos is not a weak poke, so this will easily kill the Politoed off from where it is. And that's always a good thing. So, yeah. I'm in a pretty good standing right now. I believe it's 5-4. And he goes back on the Chomp, and he goes for the Outrage. And I believe I go for the Toxic here. And this play pretty much saves him the match right here. Well, not saves him the match, because I'm not going to spoil who won, but, you know, it kind of saves him a decent score, because I stay in, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to roost up, see what I can do. And, well, let's just see this. Alright, so, he critted me. You really gonna crit me? Like, you're gonna crit me? Come on. Come on! Who crits anymore? So now I just go into the Oxus Speed, which is actually quicker. Not a lot of people know that. And he withdraws out into, I believe, Ludicolo. So, yeah, that thing's gonna take an Ice Beam. I think I do make a couple miscalcs here, because I go for the Ice Beam, it doesn't do much. I'm like, okay, how much the Ice Beam did. Psycho Boost is stabbed. It's base 140, I believe. This should kill it after Life Orb and all that. But sadly, I was off. I should have ice beamed once more, then killed it off. I did mess up there, and it kind of just cost me score. Like, that's really all that happened here. It cost me score. That Garchomp crit just got me off my footing so much, because now I didn't even lose my Zapdos on my own terms. I lost it unexpectedly. So, yeah, Psycho Boost again, hoping does nothing. He goes for the Symphysis, not lol, because Symphysis only recovers 25% in the rain and all that. So, yeah, as you guys can tell, I'm playing against a pretty bad player, not gonna lie. I mean, that's why I kind of wanted to post this video, just because people are like, yo, man, Weather Team, you're a no skiller or something. It's like, not really, actually. I mean, there's a little bit of no skill in there, but I don't know. So yeah, now I go into Tracheon, and I'm like, okay, well, an X-Scissor should easily kill us off. I'm adamant and all that, you know, all the good stuffs. And this kind of pissed me off, because I would love to see the damage calcs on this. Because I cannot believe this thing is max, like, HP max special defense, because it took a Psycho Boost way too nicely. That was stabbed and everything. And it, you know, that thing just took stuff way too nicely. And, you know, that mental red flag goes off, but maybe probably Ludicolo is just that nicely blocked. So let's go out in the Virgin, and I'm like, whatever, man, you already pissed me off enough. This game has been shit, you know, let's just Thunderbolt. I don't care. And yeah, that's what I proceed to do. And now he goes on to Scizor, and I'm like, well, if he's smart, he'll pursue. Oh no, I forgot he's not smart. So yeah, he goes out into his own. He goes for the superpower, and I'm like, okay. Oh no, superpower. What am I gonna do? Oh no, what? Sorry, I was kind of bored on that one. So I think I go for the obvious superpower, and he goes into Chumpy boy, Chumpy boy. And that'll easily HKO because I am Choice Banded. Haha. Because I forgot what the boss is called. But yeah. So, Scissor's sadly getting low on HP. It is a Choice Banded Scissor because that's a good set actually. So he comes back and he takes more Stealth Arts damage. I switch just knowing the Bullet Punch is coming. If I wanted to make sure of it, and it was. So that means it will be my game coming off this. Seeing that I can just go into Kumatora, and a +1 Surf thanks to rain is nothing a Scissor can take. Sorry for this half narration. I am tired. I did cardio. I deadlifted. I did all that shit today. I am tired. Alright, so this is TheEricVolpe showing that rain sucks, bitch! Alright, catch you guys later. Until next time, peace.